I'm Ben Horton.
Come on, guys. Hey, hey!
A National Geographic explorer and photographer. I'm traveling across China, exploring its unique landscapes.
This is tight.
And the people who call them home.
This is epic.
But I need help. And I'm teaming up with China's best.
Yusuf, I'm with you, buddy.
An alpinist.
This is the top.
A diver. And an incredible rock climber. Together, we'll navigate wild places.
It's a whole different world down here.
To learn from local communities.
Here.
To see how they survive and thrive.
That's a big drop. Wow.
And have the adventure of a lifetime.
This whole thing's melting. Yeah.
I've come to Sigunyang, a remote mountainous area of Sichuan. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site known as the Alps of China and a climber's paradise. But I'm here to do something more challenging. This place is famous for hundreds of waterfalls that freeze in winter to form some of the highest altitude ice climbs in the world. I'm going to partner up with one of China's top adventurers to scale one of its biggest. I'm nervous because this is going to be my biggest ice climb ever, but I'm also extremely excited. My guide, Lu Yong, has climbed these mountains for 25 years and is my perfect partner. An explorer and cultural heritage expert, he's conquered 21st ascents all over the world and is the first Chinese to scale unexplored peaks in Antarctica.
This is the top.
But he's always drawn back here to Sigunyang on the Tibetan Plateau.
This is Sigunyang. It has everything what I want here. It has big mountain, lake, ice waterfall. It has a colorful Jiazhong Tibetan culture. I just can't wait to show Ben how special this place is.
Lu Yong, it's nice to finally meet you in person.
Welcome to Sigunyang.
Thank you. This is incredible. I mean, these peaks are huge.
This is the highest mountain in this area. Actually, they have 4 peaks there. For Tibetan language, it's called Siguna. That means the king of warrior.
Where we are right now is a gateway to the 2 highest peaks. Xuanqiao Valley, where Lu Yong and I will be climbing a frozen waterfall, is further west. But first, we need to practice.
I think we can just go somewhere, tied up with rope, warm up, then we can go for our real adventure.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
All right. When you meet a climber, you're kind of sizing each other up a little bit. But I like him. He's done routes that are above and beyond anything that I've ever attempted. I'm really excited to get to rope up with him.
We found a rock to test each other's climbing skills. It's crucial because once we hit the ice, our lives are in each other's hands. A lot of the times, having a partner, it's kind of like dating. You got to go out and just test the water a little bit. And eventually, once you start to really get to know each other, you can almost communicate without talking at all. Lu Yong's taken a shortcut up from the back so he can belay me while I climb. Belaying is a technique where one climber puts tension on the rope so the other can't fall far.
On belay?
Belay on.
Climbing.
Coming up. You're safe. I'm with you, buddy.
It's just dirt, so I can't get my fingers in.
Come on.
Oh.
Broken? Something broken?
No, just popped off. I can't.
Come on.
This is definitely the highest altitude that I've ever climbed at, and I just noticed that moves that might be somewhat difficult at lower elevation are really hard up here.
That's tough.
I know. 20 centimeters up there is a big hold.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
There it is.
Yeah, that's it. Got it.
Oh. Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. Thanks for catching me.
Every time we climb the winter, especially, the high altitude, you lose your hit of your finger.
Yeah. I was starting to feel like I couldn't tell if I was holding on to it or not.
Yeah. When I first met Ben, he doesn't look like a climber. So we practice some rope work together. He must spend a lot of time training his climbing skill. He's a strong climber, and I trust him. Climbing.
Climb. Nice.
You're right, man. There's no crack. My hand's frozen.
I know. Come on, I'm with you. Come on.
Whoa, shit. Slippery.
Seeing that it wasn't quite as easy for Lu Yong as I had expected it to be really made me feel better about us climbing together on something bigger, because ego has absolutely no place in a sport like this.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Buddy, I don't know.
I'm gonna get that high step with the left foot.
Okay, hold it. Can't feel my hand. Ah!
Nice, that's it.
Ah!
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Good job.
This is the first climbing.
Yeah. Well, you caught me, so that makes me feel good about climbing the ice fall. I'd like to get it without falling if I can.
It's time to head to the Xuanqiao Valley. We will base ourselves with a family of Jairong Tibetan before we climb the ice fall. They are one of the oldest Tibetan tribes to migrate here, over 1,000 years ago. They've adapted to living in this extreme high altitude and freezing temperatures.
二哥，你好，你好，你好，好久不见了啊！就是我给你介绍他，他叫 Ben Horton。
你好，
你好，你好，你好，欢迎您到我家来做客。
我们来这次呢，主要是想爬这个冰壁，攀冰。
好，欢迎。
So, is this his house over here?
对，这遗址我们爷爷手头搭建的。
The house is obviously built from wood and stones that are taken from the area, and it's in the most incredible viewpoint that you can imagine. And it would be an ideal place to live, except for the fact that it gets so cold here in winter. And we're here in December, when temperatures can drop to minus 20 degrees.
RJ, 你好。
你好。
你好，你好，你好，辛苦了。
Mr. Wang's wife, Jinlian, invites me in to look around.
Wow.
From the terrace, you can see that they've built their house in one of the most beautiful valleys that I've ever seen. The mountains around it and the waterfalls, which are all frozen right now, are just incredible. To be able to wake up every day and see this would be a dream come true.
Beautiful, huh?
Man, this place is incredibly beautiful. But it's 20 kilometers from the nearest village. What made his family choose to build the home here?
因为这里一早就荒漠，草场宽草嘛，然后这里就是荒漠的地区。
So they have plenty of food for yaks.
Are the yak around? I'd love to see them.
荒漠你就放在这个山上的。
Oh, so what they do normally is they send the yak to the highland up there. They have a lot of grass. And once a month, he has herding this yak back here. He asks if you are interested to help them to do this.
That'd be fun. It'd be a good way to start getting used to the altitude up here, too.
Let's go, right now? Yeah.
Yak are one of the few domesticated animals that have adapted to live at high altitude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Their lungs and hearts are larger than normal cattle, enabling them to suck in lots of oxygen.
What?
Mr. Wong is rounding them up to feed them.
Watch. Start herding right now. Watch.
It's like a scene out of a cowboy movie, Tibetan style. I'm exploring a remote region of Sichuan province, China, known as Sigunyang.
Come on, guys. There we go.
More.
My guide Lu Yong and I are helping Mr. Wong feed the yak salt.
That tongue feels weird.
Salt gives the yak an appetite, so they eat more and grow bigger.
So what are the different uses of the yak? What do they use it for?
This is the most important animal for Tibetan peoples. The yak can produce milk, meat.
像牦牛就是公牛嘛，但现在交通方便了，就没有这个拖东西的了。
It was fun herding the yak with Mr. Wang. It was something I'd never really gotten to experience before. The yak, they're really photogenic. They're these really, really furry, smaller version of cows, and they're in the most incredible landscape. Living at altitude and working in this extreme environment, you burn a lot of calories. I want to know what people eat here to sustain them through the winter, and Mrs. Wong is going to show me.
Is this a traditional food for them?
Yeah, most of the Tibetans eat bread in their whole life. Local Tibetan, they call it momo, which means bread.
Bread has been a staple food for Jairong Tibetans for generations. But enough of us men just standing around watching.
按一下它就不见了。
Okay,
Push it together.
flat and round.
It's not very round.
No, he said you do much better that way. And now we can just bring this to the ashes.
Okay.
小心啊，烫啊，一定要放平啊，然后要把它盖起来。
Why does she bury it in the ash and not cook it like a oven on top?
我想这下面这个温度呢，它是均匀的，它要慢慢的把它烘熟。
So is this pretty typical of a Jarung Tibetan kitchen?
Yes, it's always cold here, so fire is very important for them. When they have family time, mostly they sit around the fire. Then they can drink tea or wine or cook there, they eat there and chatting. So Tibetan people respect fire very, very much.
现在要翻面啊，啥子把它翻一面。
Yeah, she reaches right into the ash.
So first we have to get it out.
I can get it.
It's hot.
Yeah,
is that hot?
That is hot. And then move the coals, right?
Yeah, we'll do coals out. She said you're very good at cooking.
Thank you.
谢谢。 This momo is almost done.
嗨哈，
So pan it. Another side.
这个要吹一下。
Roll it 3 times and pan it again.
Oh, that's hot. Sitting in that smoky kitchen with the fireplace, and there's meat hanging from the ceiling getting smoked, and the light coming in through the windows, it was a really beautiful chance to take some photographs of Mrs. Wang. She's this beautiful woman in a very harsh environment that provided me the opportunity to take photographs of a culture that is something outside of anything I've ever experienced. The Sigunyang Forest in southwestern China is a harsh but beautiful environment. Our host, Mr. Wang's sole source of heat to cook and keep warm is wood.
Right down the middle.
You know what? They pick up this wood all the year, even in the summertime.
Yeah.
Because even in the summertime, the temperature will drop to 0 in the nighttime.
Really?
Once we have enough firewood, Mr. Wang shows me his awesome skill of making a backpack from a single strand of rope.
This one's for you, so I'm gonna make it heavy.
Why not? Just big training day for me.
This one's for me?
Yeah.
All right, so let's get some small ones. This one's too small. All right. All right. Through the top.
Yeah. Get through. So wrapped on your shoulder.
All right.
You have to sit down first.
This is pretty complex how they've done this.
This is just in a lens for you.
Okay, so look at that.
Stand up.
Oh, that's hard to get up. I'm surprised though. This is actually not so uncomfortable.
This is the local way they carry stuff. Sometimes
Yeah.
they can use one rope carry like 50 kilo.
Going into the forest with Mr. Wang is really interesting because for him, this is survival. This is how he lives up here. Sigunyang is one of the most beautiful alpine environments I've ever been to. These mountains are enormous, and the amount of climbing that I'm seeing just from the house is absolutely incredible. And we're just a day away from our challenge. Scaling a 300-meter frozen waterfall.
This is going to be the longest ice climb I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
The top of the waterfall is nearly 4,000 meters above sea level, and Lu Yong tells me temperatures could drop to minus 20 degrees Celsius. We need to plan and check our gear.
I got 3 pairs of my glove.
I got some extra warm ones.
You got your harness, right?
Yep, I got my harness, personal anchor, locking carabiners. Do I see some ice screws?
Yeah, man. This is my treasure. It will save your life. So this is very important. We have to make sure everything is safety, you know.
Yeah. Our lives literally depend on this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Living at this altitude, there is one other thing that Mr. Wong and his family need to survive.
I just found out that Mr. Wang's going to be slaughtering a yak. And even though it's not something that I really want to be a part of or to watch, I think it's important for me to photograph this because up here in the wintertime, there's no way that they can grow food and they can't just go down to the local store. So this is a big part of their culture. This is something that they have to do if they want to survive in a place like this.
Once I step inside the pen, it occurs to me that slaughtering the yak is an intense moment for Mr. Wong and his friends, as well as me. Mr. Wong has chosen one of the biggest and oldest of the herd. Mr. Wong has gotten 4 guys to come help him hold down the yak. He takes a really sharp knife and cuts it into the yak's throat. I'm having a really hard time watching the yak get killed because it's not something that I've been around a lot. I find that the best way to photograph this is to stand back a little bit and focus more on the people. What I want to photograph is that this is something that these people have had to do their whole lives. This is their normal. I'm witnessing Mr. Wong and his friends butcher a yak in a remote part of Sichuan, China.
Hey.
Hey.
The different parts of the meat, how he's going to prepare it, because I saw it inside some was hanging.
前腿捞来做这个蓝鳍盐，做烟熏肉，这个后腿就捞来冰箱的冻起就做炒肉。这个熏的一般都是1年都不够用我一头。
Really?
这个牛皮呢，当然是用得用，我们的牛皮这就把它弄来卖了。这个是牛毛做的。
Oh, okay. I think basically they use all parts of this yak.
This yak is something that's going to last them through the winter. And, you know, it's something that we need to get more used to if we're going to be eating animals. We need to know where our meat comes from.
Tomorrow, it's time for us to tackle the 300-meter waterfall. So the Wongs and their friends want to send us off with a Jairong Tibetan feast.
这个是沙棘酒，来，祝你们餐厅顺利成功啊！
谢谢，谢谢啊。
It's very good. It's sweet, but has that kind of sour flavor from the berries.
Yeah.
他喜欢这种味道吧
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Chagumu. Cheers. In Tibetan, it's chagumu.
Chagumu.
本单摊单人叫到呀，这个是牛肝喊他娘嘛，这个牛肉。
Do you like it?
It's very rich. Yeah, I like it. It's a lot richer flavor than cow. I think it's much gamier.
我们这的牦牛肉是，它是放在这个山上，这个天然的草，所以我们这的牦牛肉，它是纯粹是运养好天然的。
So what do they think of us climbing the ice fall? They must think we're crazy, right?
攀冰是一种体力锻炼这个体育问题这个个人的爱好嘛。
有些计划就是说了，山上露营啊、骑点岭啊，这些不一样。
下公布啊，祝你们攀冰愉快、顺利啊！
谢谢，
谢谢，掐公布，谢谢，
过花的。
Bottom up.
It's really been an adventure staying with the Wangs, and not just because of the place that we're in, but because of things like the food and the tea that they drink. It's all a unique experience for me.
Our journey to the icefall starts from a creek across from the Wang's house. The first obstacle is crossing the near 0 degrees Celsius water without falling in.
Do you see the dead tree up there?
Yeah, if that's strong enough, we can get across there.
Oh, it's shaky. What do you think?
It's gonna be kind of like slacklining, balancing across that.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, all right. I'll go first on the log, you go first on the ice. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh. Whoop. This part just broke in my hand.
Ah, be careful.
Watch out here.
We can't afford to get wet now, or we risk hypothermia and frostbite on our climb.
Slippery, huh?
Yeah, really slippery. Oh. All right, buddy. Be careful.
Okay. Ooh. Slippery, you're right.
All right.
Second up is a 700-meter hike to the base of the waterfall. I'm totally blown away by the landscape in the forest. I was expecting kind of a dry pine forest, but everything's covered in this thick layer of moss and it's super green even though it's winter. It's been an hour since we left Mr. Wang.
Oh man, this altitude's killing me.
Yeah.
We're at 3,600 meters above sea level. At this height, our bodies lose twice as much water than normal. Lu Yong and I need to drink an extra 1.5 liters of water a day, or we're in danger of dehydration.
What's the toughest thing you've ever climbed?
In this area, 10 years ago, there's a peak just far away from here. And the last day, we made a summit after 6 hours. And the storm was coming. 2 of us, we stayed there for overnight without sleeping bag, down jacket. And one moment I thought, I was so warm. I think I was sleeping in a warm bed. But I realized that was the moment I lost my temperature.
Yeah.
So I wake me up by myself. And next morning, we found a way back to the tent. The color of my toe become black.
Yeah.
The doctor says, you probably were lost your toe.
I got frostbite really bad one time. When I was younger, I made a lot of mistakes. And I learned a lot about how to stay warm in cold environments, how to dress correctly.
Right. Mistakes makes you more safe in the future, right?
Yeah.
These mountains are stunning, and I'm really enjoying Lu Yong's company. But soon, we will reach the base of the falls, where we definitely can't afford to make any mistakes. Lu Yong and I are on an expedition to climb a 300-meter frozen waterfall in Sigunyang, southwestern China.
Wow. There it is.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm excited.
It's beautiful to look at, but to climb it is full of potential danger.
Most of the part of the ice blue, so it should be very solid. But when you check out the left side of the ice, you see there are a lot of white.
Yeah, it's really
It looks
white.
a little wick. I think there's a lot of air under it.
White ice means it's not dense and can be dangerous for us to climb. Blue-colored ice should be strong and able to hold our weight.
And we're gearing up to get on the ropes. I'm a little nervous just because it's so long, but I'm also super excited now that I see the ice.
Lu Yong and I tie onto the same ropes, which we can use to belay each other.
All right. Okay, Ben,
On the way.
climbing.
Lu Yong leads the first pitch, using just his ice axes and crampons. At certain points, he puts screws into the ice and clips them to the rope to protect against falls. He's done the first section quickly, and now it's my turn.
On belay.
Okay, I'm on.
Okay.
Climbing.
I need to clear all the ice screws. The first pitch is low angle, and the easiest way to climb it, he says, is just to move quickly, to kick your toes in and keep moving. Otherwise, it's hard to keep your balance.
You on leading this one?
Yeah. If you don't mind me being careful and slow.
Ah, no problem, man.
I've never climbed slab ice before. My ice axes don't quite want to go in as easily as it would on vertical ice, and it ends up making my legs really burn because I have to stay on my toes. I think a lot of it's from the altitude, just not being able to get the amount of oxygen that I need.
Trying to catch my breath.
Take your time.
I managed to make it about 50 meters before I decided I'm going to make a belay anchor right where I am.
I'm off, belay. My legs are tired.
Okay.
All right, you're on, belay.
Climbing.
Climb. But ice to me is so much scarier. Like, so much less confident. I was gonna keep going from here, but my calves were burning, so
Okay.
I really felt bad stopping, but I was breathing so hard.
That's all right. In the morning, the ice was very hard.
Yeah.
But, you know, climbing in the afternoon, it's become softer. That's much easier. Whew. I'll try to finish this vertical one.
You're on belay.
Okay.
Lu Yong is leading the next 120 meters of the climb, and most of it is vertical. If he falls, he will drop lower than the last screw that he placed in the ice, and that could be really dangerous.
I have the fear of falling at base. Also, at the same time, I feel I really touched the nature. When I hear my ice axe hit inside the ice, that was like a beautiful music for me. So that's why I love ice climbing.
But then, Lu Yong runs into something we weren't expecting.
Lots of water. It's like a river. Not good.
Water?
Yeah. Fucking water. Damn it. Lots of water. Fucking water.
The ice is melting. Lu Yong is in danger.
Oh, man.
So bad. I can't stand this.
Holy shit. Lots of water here.
This whole thing's melting.
Totally wet.
Chinese explorer Lu Yong and I are climbing the frozen waterfalls of Sigunyang. But we're in danger from the melting ice.
I'm going to go this way. Just avoid the water, okay?
Okay.
When you put the ice screw in the ice, the water comes out, it's dangerous. It means you have a 50-50 possibility to fall. The ice screw just gives you some confidence in your mind. If you really fall, it might not take you. Okay. My head frozen. I make an anchor here.
Okay.
Okay.
Climbing.
The water flowing over the ice soaks our hands. My hands absolutely frozen to a point where I can't even bend them.
Come on, man.
I think I might have frostbit my fingers. Really hurting right now.
I think the altitude is probably the most difficult thing for me to deal with on this climb. My legs are burning, my arms are burning and cramping up.
It's very high right now.
I'm doing nothing and I can't breathe.
So when you climb, you feel your feet and your legs tired.
Yeah.
The only way is don't stop, keep going.
Yeah.
If you stop, you feel more tired.
I just don't have your confidence, so I can't go as fast and get through it.
When you get used of it.
Yeah.
We're just below 300 meters. As Lu Yong leads the final 60-meter pitch, the altitude's really taking its toll on us. I can tell that Lu Yong is getting really tired. There's just little sections where he's struggling more than he was before.
Tired. Not easy.
But this is where a climber like Lu Yong really stands out. But he just lets out a yell and swings his ice axe deep into the ice and starts pulling and screaming till he's at the top.
Almost there. 10 meters.
Lu Yong has climbed up to 300 ice falls in his time. He's extremely capable, and that extra tank of energy that he has to get him through tough situations at altitude, it makes him like a superhero and makes me feel like a sidekick.
On belay!
Okay.
Climbing! And now I'm almost at the top. At this altitude, my hands being frozen from earlier, I still feel 100 miles away.
And with every movement, my body just wants to give up.
I'm falling apart. All my technique is gone. I'm tired.
Come on, man.
So close. Let's see the top.
I'm so close to the top, and I can see Lu Yong. And he's encouraging me to just keep moving because we've almost accomplished this huge feat that we've undertaken.
Nice. We made it. Yeah.
Good job.
No, you're ice climber.
I'm absolutely exhausted, but I'm so happy. Standing on a frozen ice fall, overlooking this beautiful valley, it's really humbling. You're in this amazing position that there's no other way you could possibly experience. In a place that's like nowhere else on Earth.
I just feel like I just accomplished the greatest ice climb I've ever done.
Ben is a very strong climber. When you have a good partner, you always can go very fast. And we have this job done, and now we're going to celebrate.
Throughout my journey in Sigounyang, I've explored its beautiful landscape and learned how local people have adapted to live alongside nature in this extreme environment. Climbing the icefall with my new buddy Lu Yong has given me a real sense of achievement and a respect for the people that live at altitude in these incredible mountains. On my next adventure in China,
This is beautiful.
I team up with Dodo, a Chinese adventurer and internet sensation,
Wow, pufferfish for dinner.
to explore unique maritime culture.
We are also called them gypsy of the sea.
This is tiny. I don't think I could lay flat in here.
And reveal Hainan's hidden underwater paradise.